Uromi is in chaos. But the question is, who is to blame? Guys, watch this short video clip and I'll be back to break it all down. Uromi is boiling and Nigeria is just watching. Watch this and I'll be back shortly.
Our community is no longer safe. Kidnappers everywhere. As you can see, the youth are angry. Fulani must go. Fulani must go. Fulani must go. They're going to go and kidnap in the higher institution in Uromi now. Uromi is no longer safe. Fulani are killing our mother, killing our brothers, kidnapping everybody. You see how the old youth come out, they are quarreling. Yes, security for their school now, they kidnap their students, they kidnap their teachers. So they are not happy. That is why you see all of them come out. The staff, okay, the staff they kidnap.
Now police dey that place, we know they sit there. I'm robber go rob, kidnapper go kidnap, they call police say no go side them. What they gonna do for them? We need security in this Uromi, we need security in LICT.
16 Northerners who claimed to be hunters were stopped, searched, and killed by enraged youths in Uromi. The internet is on fire with condemnation. While I also join in condemning the killings in the strongest terms, let us take a step back and ask the real question. Who should truly be blamed for this crisis? The answer, as far as I'm concerned, is the Nigerian government, without doubt. Yes, you heard that right. But before you jump to conclusions, let us dissect this carefully. Now, where do we start? First off, who were these so-called hunters? Has anybody been able to identify them? Let us be honest. How does it make sense that a group of young men will travel from the north across state lines all the way to the south with guns? Especially now that there is so much insecurity in the land, and especially now that Uromi axis has been at the receiving end of so much kidnapping, killings, and farm destruction the last couple of years. Again, what kind of animals were they coming to hunt for in the south that are not in the north? Does it add up? No, it doesn't. Hunters do not roam with guns across states, especially in a region plagued by kidnappings and killings. Nobody can convince me that those men were simply hunters. I refuse to be deceived. Question: were the youths wrong to stop them? Not at all. In fact, let us even break it down further. Were the youths right to stop them? Absolutely. Were the youths right to search them? No doubt, they were very right to have searched them. Now, were the youths right to be furious and very angry when they found guns on these so-called hunters? 100% yes. If you were in their shoes, I am sure you would be very angry as well. And this is where the whole thing gets kind of tricky. Where did the Uromi youths go wrong? That is the question we should answer. And this is it. In their rage, they took justice into their own hands and killed those men. That, my friends, is where the line was crossed. Yes, I blame them for the killings. Yes, they should have handled it differently. But before we crucify them completely, let us ask another hard question. If they had handed them over to the police, would justice have been served? We all know the likely answer. They probably would have been released after a few days. That is the Nigeria we have built. And that is exactly why I maintain that the real culprits here are the Nigerian government. It's the government that should be blamed. I mean, they should take all the blame. Another question we must answer is, why are the people of Uromi so angry? Why are they so angry? The answer is not far-fetched. For years, the people of Uromi have been crying out over the atrocities of Fulani headsmen. Their lands have been under siege for years now. Their people kidnapped and killed. Their farms have been destroyed on multiple occasions. Their cry for help was constantly ignored by the government, both state government and federal government. Everybody ignored their cry for help. They have screamed on social media. They have begged their leaders, yet nothing changed. The government turned a blind eye while the people of Uromi suffered. So, should we be surprised that their rage boiled over? Absolutely not. Who would you say is the biggest failure? I would say it is the government. A government that cares nothing for its people is not a government at all. Instead of addressing insecurity, they are busy playing politics with the lives of innocent Nigerians. Can you imagine? The next election, for instance, is 2 years away. But guess what? Campaigning has already begun. They have started campaigning. What kind of leadership prioritizes elections over security of the people? What kind of leadership is that? What kind of government watches its citizens slaughtered and does nothing? The Nigerian government, both federal and state, are directly responsible for the insecurity, the killings and the kidnappings in Uromi and across Nigeria. They have failed us. So while we are busy condemning the youths for taking laws into their hands, we should also not forget to blame the Nigerian leaders and the politicians that have chosen to play politics with everything, even security issues, they play politics with it. So we should not forget to blame the Nigerian leaders and the Nigerian government for allowing everything to go this bad. Enough is enough. How long will Nigerians continue to suffer under a government that does not value human life? How long will insecurity remain the norm while politicians focus on their selfish ambitions? How long before the people rise and demand real leadership? It is time for Nigerians to wake up and hold the leaders accountable and demand real change. Until that happens, this cycle of violence will continue. And that, my friends, is the real tragedy. That is that is where the tragedy really lies. The blame does not start with Uromi youths. It starts with those in power who allow this chaos to fester for this long. Let's stop treating the symptoms and start addressing the disease. What do you think, guys? Drop your comments and let's discuss. I would love to hear from you. Thanks again for watching, and bye for now.